the importance and use of mentoring. Mentoring could be a very positive thing to have in your organization. There are many ways to design a mentoring program, and what you need to do is look at what are the priorities and the parameters of how you design this mentoring program, and what are the benefits. And one significant benefit I can think of as a mentoring program that you can have is that it creates a different type of a relationship between a mentor and a mentoree that you can't always have with supervisors sometimes, depending upon the relationships that exist there. So there are some things that a mentor could do that a supervisor may not necessarily be able to do. And there may be some specialty areas where you could hook up a mentor into some specialized areas with certain and select staff, promotional opportunities, or experiences. And this is what we mean by linking projects and objectives and activities to mentors when you're setting up a mentoring program that you can consider doing. What is the cost and what is the justification in terms of training mentors, and do you need to train mentors? And I would say yes, it makes a lot of sense to do that. And you could do it a number of different ways through face-to-face. You could match people in terms of style and skill. It also makes sense that you have somebody overseeing and evaluating, monitoring the progress and outputs of your mentors and what's going on. And you also need to be able to consider the time away from normal activities that your mentoree will spend. And also your mentor, that they may spend some time away. So these are just some food for thought that you may want to consider. In closing, I hope to introduce you to a training toolkit. It's a resource for training coordinators and curriculum developers and trainers that's online. It is not justice oriented. It is out of the health field, but there's a lot of transportable material that you could use in developing a work plan and developing training curricula, training and development worksheets. There's case presentations for clinical training, how to do a manual, and so on, as you can see through here. I just think it's a good public domain document that you can use that you might refer to. Based on my experiences in the past, when I did a lot of training at the juvenile court, when I was a trainer for 17 years before some restructuring and got into the administrative end of things, but still held on to training, I found it very beneficial to get material from private sector and from other environments and use this material in a transportable manner where you could reapply, tweak, and take information that has been done elsewhere and learn from other people, from other settings and other environments, because it can be beneficial, and there are things that have been done elsewhere in public-private sectors that fit as it relates to management training, as it relates to frontline supervisory training, and training across the board in different specialty areas. And this is what I tried to do during this last week in terms of this discussion. While I may not have given, I hope I've given some examples. I could have probably given you more examples, but I will be on site, and if anybody wants to meet with me, talk with me about some specific areas of doing training needs assessments, skills training, and so on, I'd be more than willing to meet with anyone and provide them some suggestions or ideas based on my experience in training across departments in the legal area as well as in courts, in other areas such as the detention center and in probation and in the community and so on. More questions. How would you go about determining training needs in your work environment? What methods might you use? What kind of training do you feel would enhance your organization? And question 3, what might be some advantages or disadvantages of using the 3 methods: essential, desirable, importance, competency matrix, or the DIF analysis in your work environment? In closing, our next stop will be Las Vegas, March 14th and the 17th. Looking forward to meeting you and seeing you there.